Hey, can you guys hear me?
Gotcha.
Joakim, just congrats on your first game back, and I know it's been a while for you. Just what was it like being out there after such a long layoff? You guys didn't look like you guys look familiar with one another. What was it like out there for you guys?
It felt good to play basketball again. Yes, sir. We've been working really hard during this quarantine. Just to get out there, it's very different. No fans, the energy is very different, but it's gonna have to come from the players. And but it definitely felt great playing basketball again.
Great. We'll move over to Jovan. You can go ahead, Jovan.
Hey, Joe. Doc was talking about how your screening and passing really fit the offense. I was just curious how comfortable you felt offensively and what kind of you feel like your role is on this team.
There's a lot of talent on this team. So just like I said in the beginning, whatever my role is going to be, I'm going to do my best. We have a lot of guys out right now where, we know that we can't win without everybody being on the same page. So the goal is to, be here for a long time and to win. So we know we have a lot of work to do. We're looking forward for our team to be back. We want our team, our complete team. But it feels great to get a compliment from Doc like that.
Great. We'll move over to Corey Maggette. You can go ahead, Corey.
What's up, Joakim? How are you, bro?
How you doing?
So how did you feel as far as from your conditioning personally out on the floor, and what did you see from everyone else with their conditioning?
My conditioning felt great. I've been working really hard all quarantine. Train a little different. I've had a lot of injuries, so I do a lot of pool training. Shout out to XPT for getting me right. A lot of breath work and a lot of breath holds, and it's a little unorthodox, but it really helps me on the court.
We're gonna move over to Miriam. You can go ahead, Miriam.
Hi, Joe. Congrats on a good return to basketball. You mentioned that that you guys need to create your own energy, and I imagine that's something that the Clippers will look to you for. And then also just kind of curious, like how normal does playing basketball feel considering everything else going on?
It reminds me of playing when we were kids, playing in the AAU circuit. It's not there's no crowd energy, so the energy is gonna have to come from the players. And a lot of teams say that slogan, we all we got. But in this environment, it's going to be key to just really be there for each other.
Thanks. We'll move over to Farbod. You can go ahead, Farbod.
You mentioned that it's going to come down to the players, getting yourselves going. With you, Pat, Trez, do you guys think you have a pretty good advantage of guys who like to get hyped during games?
I think so. I think, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to be on this team. I feel like the pieces fit in terms of the characters, the energy. It's been a very easy transition for me. The guys show me love right away. And I knew it from the start. So this is why I kept working when I got hurt, because I wanted to be a part of this. And, I had no idea that the situation would look like this. But you know what? I think that, team chemistry is going to be vital.
Great. Jovan, did you have another question?
Yeah. Joe, you've played with a lot of talented players throughout your career, but I'm curious your first impressions of taking the court with Kawhi and PG today and kind of your chemistry with them.
It's a lot of talent out there. They know what it takes to get to the promised land, and we're gonna follow their lead. Those guys, come to work every day. No prima donnas on the Clippers, that's for sure. Guys are hungry, doing their work, locked in. But it's all the other players too. It's just there's just a lot of talent everywhere. And A lot of our guys aren't even here.
And one final one, we'll go back to Tomer. You can go ahead, Tomer, close it out.
Hey, Joakim, we just heard Paul George on the other line say, redirect basketball questions towards social justice, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. I'm curious, just your thoughts on what the NBA has done and what you guys have planned as a team to keep the awareness and the fight alive as basketball starts back up.
I think it's important to know what's going on outside because we're in a bubble right now, and there's a lot of people fighting for justice, and that's the truth. So keeping the message on Breonna Taylor is really important. Keeping the message on what really matters, and making sure that the message isn't drowned through basketball. Basketball is entertainment, but we're dealing with a lot bigger things in terms of the messages and the work that we have to do. It's not just about the messages, it's about putting in the work in the communities and seeing what we can do to